Hey guys, how's it going? So, seems like we got some pretty cool news today. Mandalorian Season 3 has begun filming, which kind of leads me to think that it's definitely going to be coming now in 2022, which I originally thought it would be coming in sometime in 2023, which is great news. So, I think, before we read the article, I think, and Carl Weathers' tweet, I think it's going to go Book of Boba, which essentially is 2022, but whatever, December 29th. Carry over into probably February of 2022. And then we'll get Kenobi perhaps sometime in May. And we could either get Andor in between that period, between Book of Boba and Kenobi, or we wait for a bit. We get Kenobi in May, maybe May 4th. And then we get Andor sometime after that, which will probably be maybe in the summer or in the fall. And then we will get Mandalorian Season 3, which would be pretty sweet. So, Star Wars The Mandalorian went from a bold extension of the franchise to a global phenomenon, blah, 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 blah. Grief Karga has been confirmed to return for Season 3 as both an actor and a director, which is pretty cool. Recent reports indicated that production is underway on the new batch of episodes, and it looks like a tweet from Weathers confirms that. So on Tuesday, we got this tweet from Carl Weathers himself, who plays Grief Karga, who's also going to be directing some episodes. Mandalorian Season 3 begins for yours truly on tomorrow. Grief Karga will be back on Disney+. Carl wasn't supposed to be in the whole show. Carl was in episode 1 and then got knocked off in episode 3, Favreau revealed in the Disney Gallery documentary about the series. That was it. He was going to be in full prosthetics as a different alien race, and then we switched it up. So it was like a favor. I said, just come and do one of these. He said, fine. I don't really act much more, but fine. So Carl's supposed to come in and he's going to be in 101 and then 103. He gets shot. He's out. And then now, of course, he's like back for season 2 and 3 and maybe even 4. And he's directing some of them. Season 3 of The Mando is also expected to see the return of Pedro Pascal as Din Djarin, Katie Sackhoff as Bo-Katan, and Giancarlo Esposito as Moff Gideon. The way that Lucasfilm left me in season 2, one of the roads that could be gone down, absolutely, you'd think, would be the unfinished business, Sackhoff shared. But that is so far above my pay grade, and you just don't know, right? As a fan of the show, I'm just excited to see what they come up with. So am I. Season 3 of The Mandalorian is expected to premiere in late 2022. I don't think we're going to get any sleep in 2022, especially like I won't. There will be shows nonstop. There will be breakdowns. There will be tons of videos to cover for it. There's going to be a new game in 2022, I believe. Or at least we're going to be getting some updates for Fallen Order 2. And I know there's, I'll be making another video about this right after this, but I know we're going to be getting an announcement, apparently now in December, for a new Star Wars game. And everyone's thinking it's Fallen Order. I don't think it is, because we've been told that we're not going to be getting any sort of announcement for Fallen Order 2 until 2022, but yeah, it could be wrong. But I'd rather it be something else, because we know Fallen Order 2 is coming. So if you haven't signed up for Disney Plus, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So one of the things I really would like to see with Mandalorian Season 3 is, you know, the dynamic now. It's, Grogu is off with Luke. So what does that mean for Din? You know, what's his story? I think we're going to be going back to Mandalore. I think it's going to be a fight between Din and Katie Sackhoff's Bo. I think Bo-Katan really wants the Darksaber, and she wants to rule Mandalore. She wants to rule her people. But, you know, she's not the rightful heir. She doesn't rightfully own the Darksaber because she doesn't beat him in combat. So I think there's going to be an issue with that. And as for Giancarlo Esposito's character of Moff Gideon, I think there's a lot more to him. I think he's probably got like a crazy amount of pull, maybe a big base somewhere, like an Imperial remnant base somewhere, maybe on Mandalore. And if not, he's going to call in, you know, his boys. Perhaps Thrawn will come in. You know, maybe then Luke and Grogu can roll in too. Who knows what happens? As for Boba, I mean, I wonder if he even cares anymore, if he wants to rule Mandalore. I mean, I feel like he would be the rightful heir at this point, but does he give a crap? Like, we're going to be following the Book of Boba, and it seems like he wants to rule the underworld more so than Mandalore, but maybe he wants to rule everything. I'd love to see some more of the darker stuff that is in Star Wars, like, for example, now we know Boba is... Now that we know Boba is controlling the underworld of the galaxy, you know, what other Hutts will he have to take out? What other crime lords will he have to take out? What crime lords will he team together with? The question I see often is, you know, and some people don't know this, and I'm about to make a video on it as well, a very short one. Maybe I'll just make it as a TikTok. But some things people ask is, why didn't the Jedi save the slaves that were in, you know, various regions of the galaxy on different planets, like Anakin's mother, for example? There are two reasons for this. One of the reasons is because those planets were controlled by gangsters, by Hutts. They weren't governed by regular laws like the Republic had If the Jedi went in there, they didn't have jurisdiction. So let's say they went in there and they freed some slaves. Now they had it in with the Hutts. Now the rest of the Jedi would have to come to the aid of these Jedi that are maybe now imprisoned, or which is unlikely, but who knows? I mean, the Hutts are the gangsters are everywhere in the galaxy. So if they band together, they could take down a few Jedi for sure. I mean, you outnumber them by enough, they'll take him out. Then it would cause, a whole sort of like war and an uprising. And this was one of the reasons the Jedi just didn't even want to get involved, because they're like, we don't have any power here. It's just going to turn into this massive thing of the Jedi against gangsters, and we just rather do something else. So that's one reason why they didn't go and save them. The other reason is because these slaves actually had, it's not funny, they actually had, I'm laughing at how ridiculous this is, they actually had bombs put in them. So if they were ever to leave the galaxy, if they were ever to leave the planet, their master would just detonate the trigger, and that's it. Gone. So if Shmi was saved, let's say, she'd be dead before she left the planet. Let's say they actually smuggled her out. And even if they did, if they got her off world, her bomb would have exploded. There's a lot of things that we can see when it comes to Book of Boba, when it comes to Mandalorian. How is Din Djarin going to deal with having to fight Bo-Katan now to give her the Darksaber? He doesn't care. He doesn't give a crap. But he also doesn't understand these things. He's a different kind of a Mandalorian. He's more of a New Age one, whereas Bo-Katan is much more traditional. She's much more rooted, and we all know where she comes from, Death Watch. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to turn out. And Moff Gideon is just, going to be, probably he's going to try to get away when they're distracted fighting each other. So I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a very exciting show. I'm really looking forward to it, of course. And 2022 is going to be unbelievably packed with Star Wars. I'm excited for 2022. I think it's going to be great. And then 2023, probably going to get Acolyte, probably going to get Ahsoka. Lots of Star Wars stuff. And then the Taika Waititi's movie, and just beyond that. And there's now rumors of like an episode 10, 11, 12. Who knows? And like Ben Solo coming back and all that. Which I'm going to make a video about, because they revealed some cool information in one of the books that just came out, Secrets of the Sith, which also had some conflicting information with previous canon in the prequels regarding Palpatine and Plagueis, which I thought was, we'll talk about that in another video. This is about Mando 3. It has begun filming, which means they'll probably finish in, I don't know, like 3 or 4 months, and then, yeah, we'll get on to post-production and get ready to roll. And then they'll drop it maybe November or December of 2022. That'd be cool. That'd be sweet. It all depends how they want us to continue our subscription going on with Disney Plus. If they want us to keep watching, let's say they've got a show lined up for like January, February, well, they'll probably drop Mando sometime in November or like October, like they did season 2. But if they got it later on, like most likely what they're doing this year with Boba, end of December, and then they're going to carry over into like February, which will probably get Andor in March, which will carry us into May. Who knows, man? I'm excited. There's going to be a ton of stuff to cover, a ton of watch parties, and a ton of fun. So thanks for watching this update, and these are my thoughts on it. And let me know what you guys think as well for Mando Season 3 and what you want to see in the show. Love you all. Have a great day, and may the Force be with you.